Hey guys, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. I wanted to do a quick video for the full moon in Cancer. As you guys know, it's a full moon and it's exacting tomorrow, December 29th at 7:28 p.m. So it's been a little late because of the holidays, but I thought better late than never. So let me get right into the chart. All right, so this is the full moon in Cancer. It's at 8 degrees and 53 minutes of Cancer, and it is opposing the sun, which is the full moon. Now, these opposites are opposing of our emotion to our awareness. And Cancer is the mother. It's ruled by the moon. It's embracing our feelings and sentiments through caring and nurturing others. This is about receptivity. It's about caring. It's about also our roots, our family, and our foundation as far as like childhood goes. It's our mother. It's the feminine energy. And it illuminates at night. When we're at the darkest times, the feminine energy brings light. Now, this full moon is wrapping up the year of 2020, is the last moon cycle. So this is a pretty important one, especially that being that there was probably about 3 Cancer eclipses. And that is also wrapping up the eclipses starting in Cancer July 12th of 2018. That was the first eclipse in Cancer. And then we had one July 2nd of 2019. And we had 3 in 2020, which was June 10th, June 20th, and July 4th. Now I have that video pertaining to the triple eclipse cycle that I had posted in June or the end of May that you could refresh your memory on. But this is the completion, and it's wrapping up to start this new cycle. Now, we just had the Sagittarius eclipse, so the very next eclipse will be a lunar eclipse in May of 2021. Okay, so we are in the new 6-month cycle of the eclipses from December 14th, and it's going to carry us through till the end of May. Now, we also had the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, which happened on the 21st, and also the last Pluto square Mars that happened on December 20th. Now, that was also a three point that happened in 2020 of Mars square Pluto, which is a pretty challenging energy. It could create a lot of turbulence, especially in the masculine energy. And those dates, let me see here. I can let you know later in this video. But I'd like to jump right through this chart to get the basics going. So this full moon in Cancer, wrapping up all the eclipses and 2020, this is about balancing these two energies, the masculine and the feminine, the opposites within, and our masculine awareness and our feminine emotion. That's the moon. We are being asked to embrace and enhance our nurturing feminine energy to bring more balance with all of this Capricorn energy over here, which is all about work and our legacy and more of the earth, the stability, which is great. But If we're all earth and no water, emotion, then there's not a lot of passion and caring within what we're doing. So the universe has definitely been working on that within the collective by taking away what was clouding our vision, which is work, right? If we're a bunch of ants or a bunch of sheep just following orders and working to make a living instead of living, instead of just pure living and enjoying life, when work is taken away, a lot of things are put in perspective as to what is most important to us and our values. So that has been definitely the highlight of 2020, as what is our value? What do we care about when things are stripped away from our daily routines, like our work and our habits? Where before, our legacy, like I said in the last video, our legacy that we wanted to leave on the world might have looked a lot different before 2020. So there is a trine right here between Venus and Mars, which is also the masculine and feminine archetype. This is a harmonious energy flow, which makes this transit much smoother between the masculine and feminine energies, and they're looking to really just be open to new energy and opportunities between the two. It is a really good time for socializing, so that's really good for bringing in the new year, and to have a harmonious energy flow between these two aspects of ourself as well. It's no coincidence that Cancer, representing our foundation, family roots, home, and also is the United States sun in our birth chart, being that our independence was July 4th. It's wrapping up this 2020 year. Now, Cancer being the feminine energy that brings illumination to the night, she is how we nurture ourselves and others. Cancer is ruled by the moon and the feminine, our emotions, and also represents a relationship with our mothers, or the female archetype. We could be maybe getting in touch with our feminine energy, our mothers, our grandmothers, or whatever that feminine energy that raised us, and also like wanting to connect with our family, and our family being pretty important. Cancer is emotion. Full moons is pretty intense. So there is going to, most likely, it's building where the emotions are going to be big and intense, and a lot of things are going to be revealed in the area of our home and our emotions. Now, Capricorn sun right here is highlighting our work that still needs to be done. We have changed a lot in what we were focused on prior to 2020. And now that we are starting to see how our work is changing, now we're adjusting and shifting appropriately in that area of work. So the focal point is on our legacy and our work in the world, and how it is evolving with the new world. Now, Venus being in Sagittarius, this is a very expansive, fun, buoyant energy, definitely wanting to have adventure and maybe more freedom. Now, Venus is conjunct the South Node right here. It's only a 1-degree orb. And this is really suggesting that something is ending in the matters of love. And it could be finances, but because it's kind of here by itself, it's more about a romantic partnership. This could be even an ending and maybe a pattern even within our relationships or our romantic relationships. But it could also suggest a change in financial matters. More so, this is pertaining to matters of love, however. But as a collective, a lot of people are seeing these changes in finances because of the shutdown, especially here in the United States. Things are starting to shut down again. And we're also coming to a close on all the unemployment benefits. And now they're going to reopen it and look a little differently. It's going to be extended, apparently. So, yeah. But love is definitely changing, and how we view it, and what we're willing to put up with. Venus is square Neptune right here. Okay, that's exact 18 degrees. This could show up as insecurities within ourselves, and then it ends up reflecting negatively within our relationships that can create some tension and breakups. We could also need to learn something, and our relationships, maybe we're not seeing our love interests clearly, and we're ignoring the red flags and faults. So Neptune is kind of rose-colored glasses, but it's also deception, and there's definitely some tension going on. There's something that needs to be looked at a little more and learned. So don't be someone's doormat. See the situation as it is, and as clearly as possible. Now, the sun is trining over to Uranus and Black Moon Lilith here. This brings up, as far as Uranus goes, it could bring up positive and exciting energy, which is great, increases flashes of insight, which could lead to some clarity that is much needed between our self-awareness as well as our emotions. Could even be that change of heart. Okay. The sun is also making a trine over to Black Moon Lilith, which signifies the connection between our inner identity, which is the sun, and our repressed dark feminine energy, and our heathenistic type sexual desires, things that we suppress or repress, could definitely be coming up. Now we have the moon is squaring over to Chiron. Okay, this is the wounded healer. Chiron's been working on our ego, our masculine, but with the moon being our feminine and our emotions and inner awareness is being challenged by our wounding. Okay, we could be having feelings of inadequacy or overly sensitive about not being where we want to be, especially in matters of relationship and emotion, or even our relationship with our mothers or a feminine energy. All right, moving right along, we have the sun sextile Uranus right here, and Lilith. So this is giving us an opportunity to try something new and to take a different spontaneous approach. Maybe something that maybe an invite or something that you would never usually do comes up, or maybe even an emotion that you're entertaining that maybe came up suddenly. Things could also open up for us out of the blue. You may feel some deep desire surface about maybe someone or something that has been hidden before. There's a lot going on in this new moon. I talked about the Mars square. It's still being felt from that exact square that happened on December 20th, which was not too long ago. It's going to be the 29th. It's full moon. This square happened 3 times this year, one being August 13th, and the second one being October 9th, and then the third one being the 20th of December. And it's still in a square. It's 24 degrees, 26 degrees. It's only a 2-degree orb. So it's still having the effects. But now Mars is finally coming out of its shadow from its retrograde, 2020. We'll be seeing that for bringing in the new year. Mars, you'll definitely feel that new energy coming through, the excitement of moving forward, the excitement of leaving 2020 behind, and everything that we learned in 2020, not only about the new world, but also about the new self, our new ascended self, or our new found awakening to our higher self, and our divine partnerships, especially the new wave of twin flames that may be awakened in 2020, this new journey of being on your divine purpose and being awakened to who we are and why we're here. But this is also representing that ending of the whole cycle that Mars and the masculine had to go through to really learn something new. And Mars has been home in Aries. It's been moving through the same energy since the end of June. That's when Mars entered Aries, and it's been there. And I mean, more than half of 2020, Mars has been home in Aries, just really focused on that masculine energy. But finally, he's moving into new territory, which is January 6th, as he moves into Taurus, a whole new area of the sky, a whole new energy. It's, you know, Taurus's ruler is Venus, so it's like a total different energy, which is about our feminine energy, receptivity, but also about our values and our personal, like interpersonal, material wealth and pleasure, things that can be enjoyed in the natural world. But with this full moon, it is a really good time also if you're wanting to remember your dreams, or lucid dreaming could be very possible during this full moon. So tonight, tomorrow night, the 29th. And yeah. But Cancer is about building our foundation of life. You know, it's building a good warmth and nurturing love foundation, like nurturing ourselves and others, being support, connecting with our family, connecting with our mothers, mother energy, our feminine energy. And we're redefining what home is after so many different changes that's happened in 2020 with the retrogrades being all in the water signs, which is about our emotions in our home. I'm sure a lot of people have moved around just to accommodate all the changes that has happened with the old world and our value, our resources. It's definitely brought the focus from the 3D walls of the house into the 5D heart. And that, what is important is what we have within our relationships with others. And now that we have moved into the Aquarius energy with Saturn and Jupiter, it's all about connecting communities, humanitarian, supporting one another in causes, and that unity underlying diversity. We're all different, but we are all one and the same. So yeah, I mean, what have you learned, you know? Man, I'm just looking at everything right now. But yeah, I wanted to also look. I think I got to everything, to be completely honest. I think I got to everything that I wanted to get to. So I hope you guys have a wonderful full moon and a recharging New Year's. Bring in the new year 2021, which is a 5-year, which is definitely going to be more change, but in a different direction. And 5 is a middle number of the 1 through 9. It's the number of humanity. So we're definitely going to be getting together. It's between heaven and earth. It is us moving around this plane and manifesting this new world, this new earth, and this new heartfelt, empathetic compassion, and this love and peace and unity that we desire as a collective. So if you would like a personal reading, or if you'd like to know where this full moon is affecting you personally, I do transit readings and astrology birth chart readings. If you do not know what your moon, sun, and your inner planets are, we all have a birth chart, including our businesses. And here's this beautiful picture of the feminine full moon goddess. So you guys take care, and I will see you soon for my next YouTube video, which will be probably on the new moon, which is happening on January 12th. I think it'll be the new moon in Capricorn. So looking forward to seeing what's in store then. All right. Talk to you later, y'all. Peace out, your lucid living coach.